MiniWarGaming's Warmachine League Battle Report Season 3!
Hey MiniWarGamers, MiniWarGamer Joel here, and I am joined today by...
Tim?
You guys, I'm sure, remember Tim from last season. He played in Season 2, and he actually won Season 2 quite handily. Just ran away with the games. 5 control points, I think, in every game. So that was pretty awesome. I'm hoping he doesn't do that to me today. But
Do my best.
Tim is also known for playing lots of different factions, so you can expect that from him. I believe he'll probably get all the questionable allegiances. I think it's something that he wants to do already.
Question my allegiance? Joel, I'm hurt.
Only when it comes to Warmachine. So who are you playing for this game?
I'm going to start this league the way I started the last league. I'm playing with Thagrosh 2. He's a fun one of mine, and I have a very small army at 50 points today.
All right. And he actually let me choose his list, so he is actually going to get the Dealer's Choice achievement. So first achievement for Tim there. So when he kind of had that list, I also developed a list to mirror that, so I'm going for a small army as well. You'll see that in just a minute. And I'm playing Khador today, switching it up as well. So we're going to get to the action. We'll show you the armies in just a second. We also have the scenario and the table all set up. But stay tuned, viewers, for another game of Warmachine Hordes. Here we have Tim's 50 points. Yes, it is 50 points, even with such a low model count of Legion. And with that low model count, 7 or less, and it's all battle group, he gets himself the achievement over commitment. And at the same time, nothing outside of his battle group there. It's all beasts and his caster. So the other achievement he's earning himself is Matt's list. So 2 achievements for Tim right off the get-go. All right, Tim, let's go through your army. What did you bring here?
Here we have my first Angelius, studio style. Here's
nice.
my Angelius converted to be Trogdor. If you don't know what that is, then I feel old. Here is Thagrosh the Messiah, a Scythian, great in every Legion list. Typhon, character Warbeast, 3 heads, no facing, loves life. Scythian again, and a Naga Nightlurker.
1 light and 5 heavies. I can count quickly. 5 heavies, and that is 50 points for Tim's Legion. Here is my 50 points of Khador, or I should say Matt's 50 points of Khador. I'm gonna switch up to playing that today because I brought all Warjacks, making the Matt's list achievement. So I thought it only appropriate to bring a list in true Matt fashion, all Khador Jacks. It also is 7 models or less. It's exactly 7 models actually, so that's gonna get me the achievement over commitment. And this is the 2nd faction I'm playing in this league so far, so I get the achievement Questionable Allegiance, the first tier of that.
Doubly questionable for it being not your army.
Exactly, it's very questionable. And the last achievement I'm going to get here is, this is the 3rd game I've played, the 3rd time I've switched up my caster. So full stable, the first tier of that is the other achievement I'm getting. So just to go over the list real quick, it's all being led here by P. Vlad. He has a very nice feat to speed up all these slow Khador Jacks. And we'll go left to right on the end here. We have a Juggernaut, 7-point classic Khador heavy. We have Drago, which is Vladimir's character Jack. We have a Conquest over here, the Colossal for Khador. A Kodiak, he's got that boiler to run for free. Another Juggernaut over there. And finally on the end, a 6-point Berserker to finish off the points. And that is 50 points of Khador. Here is our battlefield for today. We are playing the process of elimination scenario. So as you can see, there's these 2 rectangles in the middle of the board. They're exactly the same distance, both of them, from each of our armies. So if you can control one of those, you're gonna get yourself 1 control point. Dominating one of them gets you 2 control points. However, there's an objective in the center of each zone that is enemy to both of us. So you can't control or dominate that zone until you destroy that objective, and destroying that will get you 1 control point. They also have this, what special rule did they have again, Tim? Do they have one?
They cannot be damaged if the other one's been damaged.
Right. So
they cannot be declared as prey, and they cannot be lit on fire or corroded.
Right. So you can't get both destroyed in a turn to end up controlling and dominating both zones. Only 1 on a turn. As far as our actual battlefield, we got forest over here, building. We got a few walls here. Another building, forest over there, and those 2 buildings. And again, we're playing, all those can be destroyed. We figured out the health for a few of them. I don't think we're going to be destroying many of them, but Tim is looking still for his Wrecking Ball achievement, so you may see him go after something out there. But otherwise, I am going 2nd, because Tim won the roll, Oh, he's pointing to which one. He's calling a shot on the building, sort of. We won't count that as the call to shot, but looks like he's calling a shot anyways.
It's full of Khadoran children.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. It's contesting the zone because it's full of Khadoran children, and he wants to smash it with his Legion and eat them all. Very nice. So on that note, Tim is going to be going first with his Legion, so we'll get on to his turn 1. Thagrash going first for Tim.
He's spending 2. He's going to cast Unnatural Aggression on the Scythian. He's going to cast Dragon's Blood on this Angelius.
Can you just quickly explain what those two spells do?
You bet. So, Dragon's Blood on this Angelius gives him +2 armor, and if you destroy him on a 5 or 6, you take 1 damage.
Okay.
Unnatural Aggression is basically hyper-aggressive. If he suffers damage, at the beginning of my next turn, he gets to make a full advance.
Okay, very nice.
Specified from an enemy attack. Finally, Thagrash is spending 2 to cast Typhon's Animus of excessive healing on himself, leaving him on 1 fury. Then he will be charging the Conquest.
For extra movement. And excessive healing happens if he takes a damage roll. At the end of that damage roll, if he's not destroyed, he gets to roll a d3, and he heals that much back up to his health. Scythian will go, and he is just doing a normal advance forward.
Typhon is going to activate. He will run.
All right.
Typhon runs 12 inches to here.
So he has to be forced for 1 to do that.
360 vision, so he does not care about how he ends up.
Yep.
The unnaturally aggressive Scythian will run to here.
Okay.
The angel over here is going to run his 14 inches to here and be tucked behind that wall.
So he gets cover from that wall right now.
This angel here is going to run just shy of that and be tucked behind the wall as well.
For 1 fury as well.
Dragon's Blood. Finally, the Naga is going to activate. Naga has both Pathfinder and Prowl, so he's going to run into the edge of this forest and be benefiting from stealth while he's inside it.
Very nice. And that's all his models. So from a side view, that's the battlefield after Tim's turn 1, just all running with his stuff, getting it into position, getting out his upkeeps. He's in the front of those zones though, so I have to make sure I get up pretty far. Otherwise, I'm not going to be in much of a place to contest them. So I'm on to my turn 1. Berserker over here is going to activate first, and he is speed 4. He is aggressive though, so he runs for free. So he's just going to run himself around that building. Juggernaut's going to spend the 1 focus that I allocated to him, and he is going to run himself up. He's also speed 4. All my Jacks will be speed 4, even my Colossal here. So we're going to move on now over to this Kodiak, who has that heavy boiler, so he runs for free, and he's running himself over the wall. Conquest over here, he's going to spend the 1, and he can run up to 8 inches. So he's going to try and get himself over that wall if he can, or in between. So he's running himself to right about there. Vlad over here, he's going to pay his last 4 that he was sitting on to cast Blood of Kings on himself. So Blood of Kings is going to give him +3 to his speed, his strength, his defense, and his mat and his armor. So to everything basically. So right now I'm looking for that 3 defense, 3 armor. Down the way, the Drago, his character Jack, he is also aggressive, will run for free. So he's going to run his 8 up beside that Conquest. And finally the last Juggernaut will spend the 1 focus I allocated him to run up. And you can officially call that a Khador Wall of Jacks. And that is my turn 1. There's the battlefield at the end of round 1. We all ran up a whole bunch. We're kind of towing off now. We'll see what happens now on Tim's turn 2. He is around that building. He might go for that. He might go for some of my stuff. Time will tell. On to turn 2. First things first, Tim's going to reave his fury. So he only had 1 on most of his beasts, so he's taking that all back. I think he had 5 altogether. So he puts 5 on his caster.
And then I will spend 1 to upkeep Dragon's Blood.
Okay. Is he a 7 Fury caster?
Yep, but he has a special rule called a Thank,
which
says he gets 1 if he didn't have enough.
Okay, so he just auto-regenerates that 1, and he's only upkeeping Dragon's Blood, not upkeeping the... what was that one called again? That one that gave him basically...
Unnatural Aggression.
That's what it is. It's the relentless movement. Okay. Thagrash is activating first over on Tim's side.
He spends 3.
Yep.
He will cast Manifest Destiny, his signature spell.
Okay.
It gives models in my battle group an additional die on their attack and damage rolls on melee attacks.
And then you drop the lowest, right?
Correct.
All right.
He is going to advance to here, just get nice behind that cover. And he's going to spend 3, and he's going to cast Bleed at the house.
Okay, so that's kind of a nukey spell, even though it's weird, a house can't bleed, but Tim's going to try his best. So it is hit, we believe it's defense 5 effectively, right? So anything with snake eyes will hit. So it is hit. Armor on it is 14. It's reinforced wood we're treating it as.
You can see the steel bearings here.
Yep, that kind of makes it reinforced.
Yep.
And there's probably some inside as well. And it's going to have 60 boxes. So the POW on this?
Dice -1 because this is POW 13.
All right, so here's our first damage roll for 7 damage.
7 damage.
Not a bad start. Thagrosh is done his activation then.
We'll move over to Typhon here. Typhon will tow himself into the zone,
okay.
and he'll use these 3 heads of his to start making attacks on the house.
All right, so when in melee, the house is auto-hit by attacks. So it's just going to be damage rolls here and the power on his heads.
His heads are power 17.
So this is going to be dice +3.
And we're rolling 3 dice and dropping the lowest.
Yeah.
So we roll 3 dice, we drop the lowest.
11 + 3, 14.
14 more
on
damage.
7, that's 21 damage
21
on it
damage.
so far.
Second head, we'll drop the lowest.
That's another 7 damage.
7 damage,
Yep.
so we're at 28 damage. Third head attacks, we will drop the lowest. That'll be another 12 damage. So we're at 50 damage now. 38 + 12 is 40, 50.
Where were we at? We were at 21
28, sorry,
plus
so
we were at 28. So we're at 40 now.
40 damage.
Yes.
Some editing magic will probably fix that.
Probably not, but you viewers will forgive us.
Indeed. We will buy an attack with Typhon. He forces to buy that attack. 1 fury on him.
So 20 health left on this house.
We'll drop the lowest.
Do another
He will
10.
do 10 more damage.
Yep, so 50 damage on the house now.
We'll buy another attack with Typhon, hoping to do the last 10 damage here.
And definitely more than enough.
And we drop the lowest and do at least
15
10 more
damage. Yep.
So the house is ruined.
So the house is going to blow up. That unlocks an achievement for Tim, Wrecking Ball. And now we're going to put a ruin where that house was, which still counts as cover, but it's no longer an obstruction as it is now. That is all that's left of the house. Trogdor Angelius is going to activate, and he is moving himself over to the edge of that zone, placing himself right there. Second Angelius, he's moving only a slight bit, staying behind that wall, also on the back of that zone. The Scythian will activate. He's moving himself kind of a mirror to the Angelius on that side, just the edge of this zone.
And he forces for 3.
Okay.
Just riling his way up.
Yep.
Rile for 1 and run.
That's Scythian, okay. Riling for 1 and running, which brings him to 2 fury, and he's getting himself into that cover of that ruin that he has made. Naga Night Lurker finally, he's going to reposition himself on the front of that forest, keeping himself in prowl.
The turn.
There's the battlefield at the end of Tim's turn too. So he took out that house for a Wrecking Ball achievement and basically just positioned himself now to see if what I want to charge in and potentially give up. We'll try to determine that. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet. This is pretty scary. A lot of beasts, a lot of jacks. We'll see what I do on my turn too. For allocation, I'm giving 2 over here to my Conquest, and I am giving 1 over there to my Juggernaut. 4 kept on Vlad. Vlad's going to go first. He's going to spend 4 to put up Signs and Portents, which is almost exactly like Manifest Destiny. We got pretty good mirror matchup going up here. It allows me to roll 1 extra die on melee attack and damage rolls. He's also feeding, as Tim is showing you there, and on that 1 roll, I will, on the rolls where I get the extra die, I drop the lowest. So he feeds and just moves over a little bit closer to the wall. I am not measuring my control area, hopefully, this game. We'll see if I can do that all game. But that's my goal for Carpenter's Eye.
We'll do that now.
Just to quickly explain the feat, my feat allows all of my jacks to be at go double speed, and they get to charge for free. So that's what I'm doing right now with my Conquest. He's normally speed 4, he goes to speed 8, and so he can charge 11 inches and has reach. So he's charging in at that Angelius right there. He has to try and hit it over the wall, but we'll see if he can manage to do that. And that costs him no focus to charge, but 1 to, because I am boosting the attack roll here. Alright, so rolling 4 dice to hit here. Because of that Signs of Importance, we're dropping the lowest. I am at 6 against defense, currently 16 over the wall. So I'm looking for a 10 to hit here. So we'll roll and drop the lowest, and that's still not enough with an 8. Boo. Second initial here, boosting the attack roll for this one as well. Looking for that 10. Dropping the lowest, and another terrible roll, another 8. I rolled 3 1s. However, if I drop it, the rule is 3 1s on, all 1s on 3 or more dice. So me and Tim actually talked about this exact scenario. Because I rolled a 6 in there, it technically does not fall in the cursed achievement. So no achievement for me, no hit for me, just a lot of
feeling pretty cursed right now.
The only thing I can hope now is that he destroys him and I get Titanic, but we'll see what happens. No focus left to buy any more attacks, so that's it for the Conquest. Berserker is going to go now. He is going to charge over at this Scythian, attempting to leave enough of a lane for the Juggernaut. but still keep him hopefully within my control area to get Signs Importance. So Tim has confirmed for me. I turned around, even though he's trying to measure it at the end, he confirmed for me I am in my control area. So we're going to see if my Berserker can hit here. Just going to double check. I believe he is also mat 6. And he is mat 5, so never mind. He's going to be one less. Defense is only 11, however, on this Scythian, so I'm only looking for a 6, and I do get Signs Importance. 3 dice here. See if I can get it. And I do just get a 6 by dropping the lowest. So now we're going to roll damage. This is a charge with Signs Importance. So I'm getting 4 dice here and dropping the lowest. Power and Strength is 16. This is going to be dice minus 2. And after dropping the lowest there, we're looking at 12 damage to column 4 on that Scythian. Second initial swing by this Berserker. Again, looking for a 6, dropping the lowest here. And he gets it easily with that 10. Again, rolling 3 dice now for damage. It's no longer a charge, but we're dice minus 2, dropping the lowest. And we only get another 1 damage to column 6. So Berserker then has Chain Attack Brutality. After he hits both of his initials, he can try to do a headbutt power attack against the model. So I'm going to try that now. Again, looking for a 6 to hit here. It is a melee attack, so I do get that extra die. I roll a 7, which is enough. And this is going to be a strength of 11 against his armor 18. Dice minus 7 here. But he is knocked down. Dropping the lowest, and it's 7, so no damage done. That's what the damage looks like on that Scythian after the Berserker is done. So the Juggernaut then charges in. He has 1 focus on him. Should be more than enough. He doesn't have to spend that 1 to charge. He charges for free, right?
Right.
So that'll be, because of the feat. So it is a knockdown Scythian, so I'm auto-hitting here. So this is just going to be a damage roll, rolling 4 dice because of Signs Importance. I'm using his Ice Axe for the charge. I could roll for the critical, but I don't really care because he's already knocked down. He's probably going to die anyways. So this is dice plus 1. Again, dropping the lowest. Big roll coming up there. We got 9, 13, 14 damage to column 2. Going with his open fist here, looking for that... he's auto-hit. I keep forgetting that. This is only power and strength 15, I believe. Just double check that real quick. Yep, 15, so this is going to be dice minus 3. Dropping the lowest, we're looking at 4 more damage to column 1.
And that's enough. Is destroyed, and Thagrosh will reave the Fury.
Alright, so I managed to take him out. 1 extra focus over allocation there. Wasn't sure if I'd need it. I'm glad I put it there just in case. But he did a lot better than that Conquest. Kodiak's now going to activate, and I'm actually going to declare a charge against that Scythian. I have Pathfinder on the Kodiak. I may come up short. I was trying to eyeball it, because I'm not allowed to measure my control area. If I do come up short, though, there is an achievement for that. So we're going to see how far I can go. I get speed 8 plus another 3. So how far is that there? Is that 10? Or is that 9? That's 9. So I get another 2 inches.
9, 10. And you go 11. Yeah.
I go 11, so I go another 2 inches.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to make the distance.
I think you are. I think you're going to be just in.
Just within melee range? Oh no. Well, that's good, but I was really hoping actually to get that achievement, so...
Good time to gamble for it.
Yeah, it was a good time to gamble. And, you know, I won't snuff at damage. Alright, so he looks like he will make the distance actually just. First initial against that Scythian with the Kodiak. He's a mat 6, so he's looking for a 5, 5 to hit? Yeah, on a Scythian 5 to hit here. Signs Importance, he is within my control area. I had Tim confirm for me. Dropping the lowest, that is definitely a hit. And this is a power and strength 16. This is going to be dice minus 2 on a charge, and we're dropping the lowest here. Ooh, that's a pretty good roll. At dice minus 2, we're looking at 13 damage to column 4. Second initial, again looking for that 5 to hit. Dropping the lowest, we get a hit. This is only 3 dice now, but dropping the lowest for damage, dice minus 2. And it looks like it's going to be 6 more damage to column 3. So after those 2 initials, I get a grab and smash chain attack with my Kodiak, which means I get to try and hit, and then I choose a power attack. So we'll first just see if I can hit. I should say I'm going to try for a double-handed throw here. I'll specify that. Looking for that 5 to hit, dropping the lowest. Looks like I definitely hit with it. So I'm going with a double-handed throw.
Opposed strength test?
So we'll first do that. I have 2 open fists. I'm strength 12, so I get to roll 2 dice for this. So my total there is 12 plus 9 is 21.
My total is 17, so you win.
So I definitely get the strength test passed. And I'm going to try and throw his Scythian. I believe I'm going to throw him at the Typhon. I think that's where I'd like to go with that. Yes, that is my choice.
Cool.
So to see if I can hit Typhon with this two-handed throw, we're going to actually make a mat attack, oddly enough. So it is a mat attack in my control area, so I guess signs importance here. Typhon is defense 13, I am a 6, so I'm looking for a 7 to hit here. We're dropping the lowest, and I get an 8, so that is definitely a hit against Typhon, direct hit.
And this model moves in the direction of Typhon.
Yep.
Until it contacts his base.
Correct.
Because he has the same size base, he takes an additional die on his collateral damage roll, and both models are knocked down.
Yes. And Typhon will take a strength damage roll, right?
They're both strength damage rolls. Just Typhon's is collateral, and his is his is an additional die that is boostable.
Right. We're going to do Typhon's damage roll first. This is a strength 12 against Typhon's armor 17, dice minus 5. And so it's going to be signs importance still, because it's still a damage roll in my control area. And we are dropping the lowest. And so 8 minus 5 is 3 damage onto Typhon to column 3. So against the Scythian, because he takes that extra die, it's going to be 4 dice here. Again, dropping the lowest. And this is going to be dice minus 6, however. So after we drop the lowest, we still do 8 damage to column 5 on that Scythian. Drago's going to go, and he is speed 8, so he can run up to 16. He's going to run himself right in front of my caster there, just to kind of block a little bit of lanes and charge and seeing and things. And then the Juggernaut over here is just going to move himself over about to there. Probably base to base, if they can just turn. Yep, about base to there, just to kind of give more of a screen for my caster. And there is the battlefield at the end of my turn 2. So not too bad of a turn. I killed the Scythian, did a lot of damage on another one. Conquest came up pretty short, but that'll happen sometimes. So we're going to now move on to Tim's turn 3. It is your turn 3, right? Oh, I could have killed objectives maybe there too. I didn't think about that.
I think it's, yeah, it's top,
yep.
top
So
of
top of 3 for Tim. We'll see what he can do on his turn. First things first, Tim's going to reave his Fury back. So he's taking back 4, all onto his caster.
Spirit is crippled, so he cannot shake to knock down, but
Okay.
Typhon's is not, so he will shake, knock
And
down by force.
stand up. Sounds good. No upkeep of Dragon's Blood either. He's just going to sit on the rest of his 7. Thagrosh will go first for Tim.
Spend 3 to cast Manifest Destiny again.
Okay, so we all know what that does now. It's quite effective. If you haven't tried it out, try it. It's a lot of fun.
He will charge the Conquest, getting his 3 inches to right here.
Yep. And so he's trying to hit the Conquest over the wall. 2 extra defense for the Conquest. Whoopity-doo. I think he still hit pretty easily.
Never say never.
No, never say never.
Thagrosh is mat 7, attacking
Okay.
over a wall.
And the Conquest, I believe, is really low defense. That's definitely enough to hit there. He's defense 7. I knew it was low. So he's 9 over the wall.
So his 15 hits your defensive 9.
Correct. And I am armor 20.
Is charging, and his sword is power strength 18.
Okay, so it's going to be dice minus 2.
Dice minus 2.
Dropping the lowest.
Dropping
Good roll.
The lowest. Thagrosh will do
12, 17, 15 damage to column 1. And that is on my
the left
left-hand side?
Yep.
All right. Thagrosh is going to spend 1 to buy an attack against him. Again, he hits on... Is he mat 7, did you say?
He's mat 7.
So anything but Snake Eyes. Definitely hits. And is this, again, with his reach weapon?
This is again with his reach weapon.
So power strength 18.
He did not make it in range for his small melee weapon. He will drop the lowest at dice minus 2. He will do another 5 damage to your 2.
All right. On the left-hand side there, that will take out my left arm, crippling it. Thagrosh will spend 1 more to buy another attack. Anything but Snake Eyes here. Ooh, that's the opposite.
Connects with box
No
cards.
critical effect, though, I guess.
No critical effect on his sword.
Okay, so that is doubles to hit. And not doubles for damage yet. We have to pay attention to see if you get double there, too. But that's another 7 to column 1. Thagrosh is going to buy another attack against this Colossal. A Warcaster killing a Colossal. Have you heard of anything so crazy before? Definitely hits there. Dropping the lowest 7. 5 damage to the 5. So roll another column for the other side, because this is going to spill over. Column 1 on the other side. So that is all of the left side gone, and that's 1 pip into the right side. Thagrosh is going to buy his last attack now. Dropping the lowest here. He hits for sure.
Dice minus 2. Drops the
The
lowest,
lowest
again.
8 damage to the 3. Thagrosh now is going to feat. And what does his feat do there, Tim?
After everything has activated, all the Warbeasts in my control area get to make an additional advance and 1 melee attack.
Okay, very strong. Angelius will activate.
It's going to wander right to here.
Okay.
And he's going to make an armor-piercing attack on the Conquest.
Makes sense. So defense is now only 7, so anything but Snake Eye still. Gets the signs, gets the Manifest Destiny, sorry, definitely hits. My armor goes down to 10, so it's going to be a dice +4.
And I will boost damage.
Boosting the damage roll here, because he only gets 1 armor-piercing attack, so that's probably a smart decision. So we're dropping the lowest here again, don't forget. And that is going to be 11 + 4 is 15 damage to column 2. Angeliuson will buy another attack against that Colossal. Hits him.
Boost damage.
Yep. So this is going to now be dice -6. No more is it an armor piercing. Dropping the lowest. And that's going to be another 8 damage, which I believe is enough to kill him. He only had 7 boxes left. So yep, that is going to be a wrecked Colossal there. We're going to replace that with a wreck marker. But hey, achievement for me, Titanic. I lost my Colossal before he killed a single model. Wasn't exactly what I had planned, but it's a nice kind of booby prize for me after I failed to do anything with them. All right, dead Colossal. Scythian now is going to activate.
Forfeits movement to stand.
Makes sense.
He has a couple of crippled aspects, so he's going to have a bit of an underwhelming turn here.
Okay. What's all crippled on him? His spirit for 1, so he can't force.
His spirit is crippled, so he cannot force. And his body, so he has 1 less die for damage.
Okay.
So we'll make his first attack roll.
All right. I am defense of 10 on the Kodiak.
So he hits with a 12.
Yep.
Now he's going to make his damage roll. This is 2 dice dropping lowest because of the Manifest Destiny effect.
Right.
So I am power strength 17, so this is dice -3. So we do 2 points to the 3.
Okay. Why does... Oh, you said his body's gone. Right. Okay. So 2 points to the 3 on to Kodiak. Second initial against the Kodiak.
He'll drop lowest and hit with a 5 + 6 is 11.
Correct, yeah, and he's only defense 10.
He will go to his damage roll, which again is just 1 die, dropping lowest. Drops lowest, 2 is not enough damage to do any damage.
Correct.
He's hit with both attacks, so he could do a chain attack bloodbath, but he's opting not to because I don't want to hurt Typhon.
Okay, is that actually something you can choose not to do?
You can't choose not to attack a model in that cycle, but it says if you hit with both attacks, you may.
It does may. Okay.
You can immediately make 1 melee attack. With
Okay,
both.
as long as it's optional, so it's either all or nothing, and he's choosing not to do the bloodbath at all.
Yep.
Jellius over there, the Trogdor one, he's going to activate and move up to that objective.
Armor piercing attack.
All right, against it. So it is auto hit and melee. It is arm 18, goes down to arm 9 for this armor piercing attack. We're looking at dice +5.
Damage is boosted. I boosted damage.
All right, he is forcing 1 to boost the damage. We're dropping the lowest here, so that is 12, 15 +5 is 20, which is exactly... No, he has 15 boxes, so it's more than enough to kill this objective, which means that this one over here cannot be destroyed this turn, and that nets 1 control point right away for Tim. Naga Nightlurker will activate. Gonna move up into that rough terrain there, and up towards my Kodiak. Is he gonna make an attack against him?
He will boost an attack against the Kodiak with his bite.
Okay, and so he's looking for a crit here, I believe.
Critical Shadow Bind means you cannot move except change facing and you get -3 defense.
Okay.
My Naga's hoping to bite you into place.
Dropping
So
the lowest.
Must drop the lowest. That is not a crit.
Right.
So
But it is a hit, I believe.
It is a hit. So he is now power 12. So -8.
Yes.
And
Dropping
again,
the lowest,
dropping
right?
lowest. That's 7. It's not enough damage. So he will buy and boost another attack, again hoping for that critical Shadow Bind.
Okay. Dropping the lowest. That is
This
a
one
crit.
drops, and it is a crit.
Okay, so I am shadow binded.
So Shadow Bound, and he will roll damage as well. Dice -8 again. Dropping the lowest. He'll
There's
do 2 points
and that's
to the 1.
double there too.
It
He rolled
is.
doubles to hit and doubles for damage, so an achievement for Tim, and a sad face for me because I have a shadow binded Kodiak. Very nice job. And there's the shadow bind marked over on my Kodiak. Typhon will activate now. He's going to advance himself around my Kodiak, sorry, ensuring that he does not enter his melee range so that he can get to his back arc. He won't get back strike bonuses here because he didn't spend the whole activation there, but he will be probably in a better position. So my Kodiak now is defense 7 because of that shadow bind, and it's mat 7, I believe. So, but still, anything with Snake Eyes, Signs of Importance is up.
Manifest Destiny.
Manifest Destiny, sorry, same thing basically.
Dice -3 on the damage here.
All right.
I will
good
drop
roll.
the lowest, and he will do 8 points to the 2.
8 to the 2. With that swing, movement is now crippled, so his defense, he's actually reduced to 5, right? But he still isn't auto hit when movement's gone?
Nope.
Just defense to 5.
Hits.
Yep, definitely hits. Dice, again, -3 here, dropping the lowest, and they're 7 to the 4. Third initial coming off the Typhon here. It hits anyways, no matter what, I think.
Yep, that is an 8.
So we're doing damage here,
Off
dropping the
3.
lowest.
Drops
Oof.
lowest, that'll be 9 points to the 5.
Wow, another great roll. That swing crippled my cortex, but the Kodiak is still moving a bit. Got about 6 boxes left.
Typhon will buy an attack.
Okay. Hits. Dice -3 here.
Drops
And-
lowest, it'll be 3 points to the 4.
All right. And with that swing, that cripples my right arm. Still 3 boxes left over on the Kodiak, though.
Typhon will buy an attack.
Buying one more attack here. Hits me for sure. And at dice -3, he only needs a 6 to kill here, and he definitely gets it, and that is a wrecked Kodiak. Because he's already all the way in rough terrain, we probably don't need a wreck marker, so we're not going to put one down. So that Kodiak's gone. With that kill 2, Tim has now killed a Colossal and a Warjack over here, but they're both Warjacks, so he's going to get himself there the Robot Slayer achievement. So good job to Tim, Robot Slayer. Everything is gone now for Tim, so he's now proccing his feet. Everything gets a movement and 1 attack. And all this stuff will be affected by Manifest Destiny during these attacks too, so that's pretty cool.
Naga's going to attack here.
Starting with the Juggernaut over there, so he gets the 3 dice to attack, dropping the lowest. So it's not a crit, but it is a hit. Armor 20 on that Juggernaut.
-8.
Again, dropping the lowest, no damage done. Scythian now will activate. He's going to move himself just towing the edge of that zone, because Tim is cool like that. And likes to do that to me. Very nice. On to the next.
Typhon activates.
Yep.
Typhon does not have Pathfinder,
Yes.
so he'll be advancing 3.5 inches to
To
right
the much
here.
frustration of a lot of Legion players. But moves himself there, so he will not get an extra melee attack, just the movement.
Here.
Sangelius does have flight, so he'll move himself into that forest. Right about to there. Camping on 1. The other Angelius is going to move himself into my Colossal's wreck marker. Very crafty. And I believe he's just on the edge of that zone still as well.
Indeed. That's
At the end of that turn, then Thagrosh will dominate this zone for 2, and he controlled killed the control point. Sorry, so that is 3 points netted for Tim. Very good job to him. So we'll see what I can do on my turn 3. I have to contest the zones for sure. Can I kill some stuff? Can I come back? Time will tell. On to my turn 3. I am allocating 1 focus over to Drago, and I am going to camp the other 6 on Vlad. Vlad is going to go first. He's going to sit tight where he's at, and he's going to pay 4 to put up Signs Importance again. So giving that extra die and damage for damage and attacks. And then he is going to pay 2 and put Boundless Charge over onto Drago, giving him plus 2 inches of movement on his charge. He charges for free, and he gains Pathfinder during that charge. Juggernaut's going to go now. He's just going to advance himself 4 inches into that zone to contest it. Drago is going to declare his charge. He can move up to 9 inches. Is he able to charge on such an angle that he can get still in the zone, or not quite?
sure.
Can he toe the edge of the zone?
Yep.
Alright, so he's going to toe the edge of the zone just to have an extra model there. And as we said, he charges for free, so he has that 1 focus. We'll see if he can kill this Angelius, what the Colossal could not do. Alright, I'm looking for a 7 to hit this Angelius with Signs Importance up. Here we go. Can I hit him? Dropping the lowest, and I do with a 7.
Yes, another die.
I only get 3, right? For hit?
Your Drago.
Oh, does Drago always? Oh yeah, Drago gets 4. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you very much, Tim. All you viewers are probably like, he has an affinity, he has an affinity. And with that, actually, affinity as well, that's going to give me 5 dice here I'm rolling.
4 until you, or 5 for damage, yep.
Yeah, because I'm boosting. So 5 on the damage roll here. We're dropping 2 of the lowest, but I'm still rolling 5 dice for damage. So as soon as I do this, we're going to unlock an achievement.
Oh yeah.
Hold on to your hats. Dropping the 2 lowest.
Oh, it even felt like an achievement.
Oh my word!
Ding, ding.
That is
This is cocked, you can reroll that.
okay, but I still don't think that's going to turn into anything great. Oh,
It's better.
So we're dropping 2 of the 1s. Achievement unlocked for me. which is stack the dice, I think it's called. Stack the dice for me. And we're doing, we said this is power strength 16 against 17 dice -1, and I do 9 damage to him to column 2. Second swing, second executioner axe here. We have to hit first with this. Rolling 3 dice, looking for a 7. Oh yeah, 4 dice, looking for a 7, dropping the 2 lowest. And I come up short. Buying an attack, and I don't get the bloodbath because I did not hit with my 2 attacks. Can I hit with this one, dropping the 2 lowest? That one I hit no problem. I get the doubles to hit. And now for damage, again rolling 4, dropping the 2 lowest, which is these 2. That's double. I don't think I have that achievement yet, so another dice rolling achievement for me, double.
Okay,
and with that, that's -1, 11 damage to column 1. That leaves 5 damage on that Angelius. Again, missing an attack was really crucial. We kind of did the math on averages about my Conquest theoretically could have killed him. Drago could have killed him. Both of them coming up short. The Drago at least did some damage though, leaving him on 5. But that's the way Warmachine goes. It's all about dice rolls. So I'm going to be moving over here to my Berserker and my Juggernaut. I'm going to move my Juggernaut Berserker first, just in case I can kill that objective. Berserker's going to come around here and make some swings over at the Naga. So I am looking for an 8 to hit with the Berserker, and if you guys probably noticed, I did not actually get the double achievement because I've earned it already, so you wouldn't have seen that achievement pop up during that time.
So we're really happy for no actual reason.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
We're all sad.
Yeah.
We just share that moment together.
But I got the 1 achievement. All right, so looking for an 8 here. Rolling 3 dice on my Berserker, dropping the lowest, and my dice are just not working out today. So we're going to do the second initial with this Berserker. Still looking for that 8. Can we find it? Yes, we do. Rolling a 10. No critical effect for the Berserker. But also he's not getting any chain attack. And his power is 16, I believe.
16 is correct.
Yep, 16. Armor on your...
15. Dice +1.
Dice +1. We'll see what we can do here. Dropping the lowest. So that's 11 damage to column 3. Juggernaut now is going to go. He's going to advance himself up to that Naga. And he is going to try and hit him. He is 6 against 13, so he's looking for a 7 to hit. Dropping the lowest here. And I hit. Hitting him with my Ice Axe. This is power and strength 19 against armor of
15.
15, so dice +4. Dropping the lowest, that's 8 + 4 is another 12 damage.
There's enough to destroy him.
And that is a killed Warbeast.
And I will not Reave the Fury.
And I was trying to get Monster Flayer here by killing 2 Warbeasts in a turn, but it didn't work out again because I came up short on that Angelius. That was my goal for this turn. But I am contesting both zones now with 2 Jacks. No control points for me though, I didn't clear him out, so we'll see now what Tim could do on his turn 4. Thagrosh is going first after he reaved back his Fury. He's at max, so he spends 3 to put up Manifest Destiny.
He charges Drago.
Okay, and he did have...
Slightly.
He had vision on one side or the other.
He has flight, so he can ignore intervening models.
For purposes of movement. For
purposes of declaring a charge as well.
Oh, okay, wow.
So he gets into melee.
Okay.
He's going to make his charge attack first with Rapture, his big sword.
Okay. Defense is 10, I believe, over on Drago. 11, sorry.
Because he's a Berserker. Drop, and he hits.
Okay, 18 armor on Drago.
I will roll my 4 dice for damage, dropping lowest.
And
Thagrosh's dice even because he is power 18. I will drop 1.
11 to the 2. He'll now make an attack over there with his claw.
Dropping lowest, he will hit.
Yep.
His claw is power 14.
It's dice -4 here. Rolling 3 dice, dropping the lowest. Can't beat boxcars.
8 points to the 2.
All right. With that swing, Drago's movement is gone, so now he is defense 5, making it a lot easier for anything to hit him.
Back there.
Thagrosh is going to pay 4 to try and cast Scourge against my Juggernaut. He is defense 10. This is not a melee attack, so he only gets 2 dice. No signs of importance there, but he does hit for sure. Armor is 20.
Power on Scourge is 13.
Okay.
So dice -7. He does
no damage,
but it does cause knockdown.
Okay, so that will knock down my Juggernaut.
And Thagrosh has cast every spell on his card.
Oh, very nice. I forget the name. It's probably appearing below you guys right about now. But that is an achievement for Tim. Scythian's now going to activate. He's going to move himself over close to Drago. He does have Pathfinder, so he does not care about that rough terrain.
He's putting himself so that Drago is in his front arc, but no one else is.
You can see his lines marked there, so he's making sure that if he does Bloodbath, Drago will be his only target. Drago's movement is gone, so he is hit on anything but Snake Eyes here.
This is still a fairly crippled Scythian, though, so remember, he can't buy attacks, and he only has 1 die on damage.
Right.
3 dice to hit with Manifest Destiny, dropping lowest.
That mind is
So
still
he
there,
hits
though, right?
Yep, that's correct. And then we go to damage. This is power 17 against armor 18, so dice -1, but I'm dropping one of these damage dice, so he'll only do 1 damage to the 4.
All right.
Second attack.
Yep, second attack. Here it comes. Dropping the lowest, he hits, so he will get his Bloodbath.
Yes, he will. And then he will roll his damage for that attack. Dropping lowest, he will do 3 damage to the 1.
Okay. Chain attack, Bloodbath attack now. He has 1 attack against everything in his front arc, which is just Drago. Definitely hits with it. Again, 2 dice, dropping the lowest, and it's dice -1. 2 more damage to column 1.
1 damage, because I dropped 1. And it's
Oh,
-1.
right. Dropping 1 dice, 1 damage to column 1. And that last swing takes out the left arm of Drago, leaving him on about 8 boxes and his cortex and right arm still functioning. Go ahead.
This Angelius can activate. He has crippled mind and body, so he can't make special attacks anymore. So he's just going to make a regular attack, not an armor-piercing attack.
That is the special attack. All right. So
with Manifest Destiny, that's 2 dice.
I'm
and
defense
I'm
5, though.
1.
Yep, dropping 1.
So I hit.
Yep, for sure.
With an 11.
Armor's 18, so dice -4 here.
I will boost damage because my spirit is still functional.
All right.
So that gets me back up to the regular 3 dice drop 1.
Dropping
I
the
will
lowest.
drop this one and do 2 damage to the 6.
All right. He's then going to buy another attack. Dropping the lowest here. Definitely hits.
Hits. And he will boost damage. Again, dice -4.
Dropping the lowest.
Dropping the lowest, he will do 4 more damage to the 2.
All right. And that takes out his cortex, leaving only 2 boxes on Drago. Just his right arm is functioning at full capacity.
He buys his last attack.
Okay. Rolling 2 dice here. 5 defense. Hits for sure. And he is looking for a dice -4. He can't boost the damage roll here, so he needs a 6.
I need to see a 6 on one of these 2
dice. No luck, no damage.
No.
The Trogdor Angelius is going to activate out of that forest, advancing forward. He's speed 7, so lots and lots of movement. He has a reach with his tail, so he's going to move himself just to about there, so it looks like he has reach on both the Juggernaut and my Drago. So that is looking not so great. That Angelius then is going to make his armor-piercing attack against the Juggernaut, who's knocked down. So he's auto-hit melee. He's going to boost the damage roll here. Sign's importance is up. Juggernaut is armor 20.
Dice +4 against his now armor of 10. I will drop the lowest.
Yep.
And we will do 13 to the 4.
All right. That swing, one swing, takes out the cortex on my Juggernaut. He will then buy an attack over against Drago. Drago is defense 5. He's hitting him also in the back, so he definitely hits. Armor 18 over here on Drago. He's only got 2 boxes left. This is dice -4. Dropping the lowest here. He finds the 6 and a 5. Lots of damage, and that's enough to wreck Drago. Drago again is in a wreck marker already, so we don't need to add another one to the table. That's been convenient this game. One positive, I guess. And Drago is gone. Jellison is going to buy an attack against the knockdown Juggernaut. He's auto hit, so this is just a damage roll. Dice -6, so he's going to boost it. Rolling 4 dice, dropping the lowest here. After he drops the lowest, 1 damage to column 6. Typhon will activate now.
He's going to spend 2 inches of movement to get out of the rough.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 to snuggle right in here against these 2 fellas.
Okay. Initial attack coming in against the Berserker. Berserker is defense 11.
Needs a 4. Dropping lowest, he hits with a 7, is 14.
Yeah, 18 armor on the Berserker.
This is dice -1.
Dropping the lowest. Doing 8 damage to column 4. Typhon's making his second initial against the Berserker. Definitely hits. He's only defense 11.
It's a critical pitch.
Okay. Is he going to pitch him?
He is.
All right.
Typhon will send him in a one-handed throw. So he picks a direction. He's going to pick this direction over here. So he's throwing him toward this spot, 6 inches away.
Okay.
The space it's going to land to is going to deviate from there. So it goes D3 inches to the direction. So it's going to go 1 inch to the direction of 5. So it ends up here and going directly toward that direction, he will connect with the fellow right next to him.
Okay. Does he connect with the Typhon as well, or can he not?
He shouldn't have.
Okay. So both those guys get knocked down. The Berserker himself will take a damage roll now.
With an additional die because he connected with the same size base.
Strength on...
And it is equal to his bite in this particular one. It specifies in the attack.
Okay. So it's going to be, again, dice -1. Dropping the lowest.
So drops the lowest, and then dice -1 is 12 points.
All right.
To his 1.
Oop, 1 column. And what about on the Juggernaut?
The Juggernaut just takes 2 dice of damage. It does come from a melee attack, however.
Okay.
So it does still get affected by
Armor 20.
This is POW 11. Sorry.
POW 11, so it's going to be
minus 8, no damage.
All right, but they're both knocked down.
Yep, Berserker.
All right, third initial for Typhon over here at the Berserker.
Automatically hits.
Yep.
Dice -1.
Dropping the lowest.
Dropping lowest will be 5 points to the 6.
Okay. Typhon then buys an attack against the Berserker. Auto hit, dice -1 here. 9 more damage to the 3.
9 to the...
And with that, Typhon kills the Berserker. We're replacing it there with a wreck marker because there was no wreck there. And Tim just informed me
that Typhon was calling the shot against the Berserker.
So we did at the start of the game. We both secretly picked a model. Well, I already have call a shot, so only Tim did it, but he picked a model on his side and a model on my side that he intended to try and kill, and it was the Typhon against the Berserker, so he gets himself called a shot. Good job, Tim.
Typhon is worth literally twice as many points as the Berserker. He felt pretty confident about that one.
That was pretty good. Typhon then buys an attack over here against the knockdown Juggernaut. Auto hit. He is armor 20.
I'm going to roll the hit anyway.
Okay. So he's hoping maybe for double 1s or something on it, or double 6s? No, double 1s, I guess, on an unfathomable.
Any crit, in fact. I want to pitch him.
Oh, you want to pitch him again? Okay.
Yeah. So I hit him, but I don't pitch.
Yep.
And then we're looking at dice -3 on the damage roll here.
Dropping the lowest again.
Dropping the lowest is 4
more
points
damage.
to the 4.
Typhon's going to buy another attack here.
Again, he's hoping to crit.
Does
he drops
not.
lowest. He still hits, but he does not crit.
Yep.
And we'll roll our damage. -3. Drops the lowest.
2 damage to the 1.
Sorry, drop the lowest.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 damage to the 1.
3 damage to the 1. Buying the last attack off Typhon. Not much damage. This is a fresh Juggernaut. Hits again, hits. No crit pitch.
And we will do -3.
Dropping the lowest. That's a better hit.
And he'll do 7 points to the 5.
All right. There is the Juggernaut's boxes. Nothing crippled. Quite a bit of damage on him, though. And there's the battlefield at the end of Tim's turn 4. Not much left for me. Pretty crippled. Both Jacks, I think, are semi-damaged. Only one crippled system, though. The one Juggernaut has a crippled Cortex over here, so no allocation to him. But we'll see. I probably am just going to go for at least one more achievement if I can, because I don't think I can do much to come back in this game. We'll see, though. On to my turn 4. Vlad's going to hold on to everything here. And I'm just going to start with him right away. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to start with the Juggernaut over here right away. I'm going to go for a long assassination with Vlad, but I'm going to attempt a control point over here if I can destroy this objective. So standing up, forfeiting my movement to get an action, and I'm going to make my 2 swings against that objective. They auto-hit. No focus on him, however. No signs importance up. So this is the first attack is 19 against armor 18, so we're going to get dice +1 here. And we only do 6 damage. So that's already below average.
9 boxes left.
9 left, and this second attack is power and strength 15 for the Juggernaut. So it is going to be at dice -3.
Boxcars will do it.
So I need boxcars here. Oh, switch out the dice. That one didn't want to be part of this. Nope, got 1 6, but not the other one. Not enough to kill him.
The objective has 4 boxes left.
Yes. This Juggernaut will stand up, going to forfeit his action to move. Just move kind of up towards that guy. And finally, Vlad's going to go. He is going to spend 4 for Blood of Kings. So that already happened. I thought about going for Master of the Arcane and just casting all the spells on my card, but I am going to try for the assassination attempt here. It is a bit of a long bomb, but we'll see what happens. So Blood of Kings, that's giving him that +3 to his speed, his mat, his rat, his strength, his arm, basically everything. So he's going to then also cast Boundless Charge. That is going to give him an extra 2 inches of movement. He gets Pathfinder during his charge. And he charges for free, but he does that anyways. So, with 6 plus the 3 from Blood of Kings plus the 2 from Boundless Charge, that brings him up to 11 plus another 3 from the charge. He gets to move 14 inches. He has parry, so he ignores free strikes, and that is enough distance to get within half an inch of Thagrosh, so that's where he's going. Pathfinder to get in that wreck marker, no problem. So he's going to get 2 initials here. So my mat is normally 7, it goes up to 10 here against the 13 defense on Thagrosh, so I need anything but Snake Eyes to hit here. Here we go. Hits. And this is what's important here. We're attacking with the Skirmisher. It goes up to power and strength 16 against armor 17. No transfers available on Thagrosh right now, right?
Correct.
So this is going to be dice -1. I'm looking for a big roll. Not bad. 10 damage. It's about average. 10 damage on the first charge. Trying to hit now with the Ruin weapon. This, again, anything but Snake Eyes to hit here. He definitely hits. No more charge bonus. This is 13. This will be dice -3.
4. 17.
Oh yeah, 17 dice -4. Again, average, doing 3 damage. Last attack, looking for anything but Snake Eyes to hit here. Who he hits. So this is 2 dice, dice -1. How many left over there?
7 boxes left.
So I'm looking for an 8 on these 2
it.
dice. I wish I had signs of importance. Here we go. 7, and I come up 1 short. Oh, that's painful.
And with the damage taken from that, Thagrosh will spawn a lesser Warbeast.
Oh my word. And Thagrosh spawns a lesser Warbeast beside me. Reaving first.
So I'm going to reave 7 from the 2 Angeli.
Okay.
And then I'm not reaving anything from Typhon.
Alright, so he's going to have to do a threshold check.
I have a few threshold checks coming. First on this Angelius.
Threshold for him. He passes, I assume, but he was what, a 9?
Angeli are 9, so he has a
So we needed an 8 or less?
He passes.
Alright. So now
Typhon
moving over here. Now, if Typhon can pass this, he gets an achievement. If you can make a threshold check with 4 or more Fury, he definitely doesn't, and he's going to Frenzy.
Yep.
He's going to remove all that Fury during the Frenzy. He makes an attack against that Juggernaut with boosted attack and boosted damage rolls. He definitely hits, so I am only defense 10. Armor 20, dice -3 here. Not a bad roll, 7 to the 4. That swing takes out my Cortex and my right arm. Thagrosh then is going to spend 3 and cast Manifest Destiny.
He's a man, so he's going to boost to hit and do this himself.
Okay, he's going to try and kill me himself. And just a note, right now Tim hasn't moved any models. If he can get me an assassinated here without moving anything, he does get himself another achievement. So
that is defense 18?
Yes, he is base 15 and he gets 3 because of Blood of Kings.
Okay, so I do need an 11 to hit here, but I'm rolling 4 dice and dropping 1. So
and he hits.
I will drop 1 and I will hit with exactly an 11.
Yep.
I'm going to just go with damage. Your armor is?
My armor with that is currently 19, camping
19.
no focus.
So I'm dice -1. I will also boost damage.
Okay, boosting the damage here.
-1.
It's a big roll.
So we drop the lowest, and we will do 13 points to Vlad.
All right, that leaves him on 5.
And a hit.
Trying to use the claw now.
He does not hit.
Misses with that one.
He will buy an attack with his big sword.
Okay.
And he will boost to hit.
Okay, see if he can finish him off.
Thagrosh needs to roll an 11 on 4 dice again here. He will drop the lowest, and he will roll a 12.
Yep, so he does
Does
it.
connect. No boosts left here.
So it's
18 versus 19. So
dice -1.
-1.
Looking for a 6.
I drop the lowest and kill him exactly.
You don't come up 1 short. Tim does enough. Tim wins the game. Good game. Handshake. And we'll just name the couple achievements he gets here that I can remember. If I forget any, we'll say them at the end. One he gets is taking credit. Because he killed my caster with his caster. Another achievement he gets is, I forget what it is called, but he is winning the game with 1 health left on his Warcaster. He worked really hard for that, and he got it.
Earned it. Totally my own efforts. Had nothing to do with just leaving myself exposed to an assassination. I also make his battle group go inert, so I score my 5th control point at the end of the game in this zone.
Okay. And there was one more achievement, but I might have to look it up. I'm trying to remember what it was now. I don't think I can remember. We will look at the end, and I'll say it in our little bit of a wrap-up video if I can remember. I thought there were 3. But that is game for Legion and a win for Tim. Hey guys, bit of a post-game wrap-up for you here.
Freakishly tall.
I know, I'm trying to frame us both and bring it down, crouch down. I don't know. We'll fit. I don't really have, like, I always feel my head's really big. Whenever I take pictures next to somebody, no matter what, I always feel like my head is just, like, huge.
You have a huge head.
I do.
And we achieved a lot of things in this game.
We did. So we're going to go over achievements first. Tim, why don't you mention the couple there? I forgot one, but then we looked it up. Mention the couple that you got at the end.
I got Silver Platter at the end, which is where he charged in with Vlad and left himself standing right there, so I got to move nothing at all before killing him.
Yep, so Silver Platter, as long as you have to assassinate with moving no models. Everything's given to you on a Silver Platter.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't have to move anything, which was really cool. Thagros just chopped him with Rapture there.
Yep, and you did it with your caster,
cloud of ash too,
which is a little more satisfying always when your caster kills the other caster. And that got him that taking credit, as we said, so that was an achievement there. But we did mention that in the last clip.
Yep.
And I think you got one more achievement.
Was that for leaving my caster on one box, or is that...
No, that was already mentioned. You didn't make a single ranged attack.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Ding, ding.
In the entire game, there was a turn where I really wanted to move up Typhon and spray down Drago so that I could move pieces to the other side of the board, but I said no. I said Typhon's going to go eat some people with his mouth, so no.
So Sword
attacks.
Swinger was the achievement, and Tim got it. The only achievement I got at the end there was Carpenter's Eye. I didn't measure my control area one time. I always had Tim measure it. It did not help me win. I don't think it necessarily helped me. It made me lose either, though. It was easy to do it pretty much on that with that list without. There was a couple times I had to have Tim measure it, but I was okay not measuring it that game. So about the game itself, I had a lot of fun. That was a blast. If you guys haven't played with a bunch of beasts and jacks, although some people might argue that it's not necessarily balanced, it's fun.
Signs Importance, not necessarily balanced.
Yes,
that's for sure.
Signs Importance / Manifest Destiny, that made things pretty interesting. I had a bunch of jacks or beasts that could run for free. On the other side, hordes, they can force their things a little bit beyond what they need to. But no fury management for Tim, so he had to make all those threshold checks. But that was the stipulation of Matt's list, bringing no support.
Yep.
I think that hurts you more than me. I can't bring like mechanics or a war dog. Or something,
a bad Santa to give a free focus to one of your jacks.
Right.
It hurts everybody.
Yeah.
No support is super lame, but we got that game out of the way, right?
Yeah, it's done. We got a bunch of achievements there for it, and I had a blast doing it. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. So I didn't feel like the achievement really made it like, oh, this is awful, I just need to get through this. It was, like I said, a lot of fun.
It would have been a worse game, I think, if we weren't both doing the same thing.
Yes.
Because we were sort of falling into that social contract. We both had a lot of fun and a good experience doing it.
You know what I just realized? Sorry. There we go. That makes it easy.
Oh, man. Look at all of me.
So why don't I zoom out a bit? Then I don't have to hold... There we go.
So much hair.
Sorry, as you were saying, Tim.
I was saying that I felt like that social contract made it a really fun game for both of us.
Yes.
We got to play without feeling like the other guy was playing a real list and you were playing a half list.
Yes, exactly. We realized as we started how mirror matchup it was. Like, yes, we both brought Jacks and Beasts, but the two spells that were exactly the same.
Yep.
We both had pretty beat-sticky casters that, if need be, at the end could charge in and finish it off.
And did.
And I got really, really close. You guys saw I rolled averages 11, 7, and 7, and I needed one more spike because an average on 3 is 10 or 11, so I needed one just to go a pip higher, but it was really close.
Super close game.
But those are always fun ones. They're nail biters, kind of. And we have someone coming in the door right where I'm holding it. It's Steve. Do the achievement. Woohoo!
Just talking.
Ding ding. All right, guys. So yeah, it was a great game. Tim gets the victory though with 5 control points.
Yep.
Very nice for him. Lots of achievements earned. We're going to be playing some more games today. I believe this is game 15. This will be a free game for you guys. So if you're not Vault members yet, game 16, it's going to be in the Vault. If you want to check out more, go over there for a 7-day free trial. If you like what you see there, it's basically double the content and then some. Sign up, and you can try it, like I said, for 7 days. And if you like it, you can stay on. If not, no harm done. So definitely give that a try, but stay tuned, guys, for some more Warmachine Hordes. Sorry, not Journeyman. That's the other thing we're doing. Warmachine Hordes Season 3 League.